Hey there, guys and gals, Melodic Symphony here, and today we're going to be continuing Roommates. Now, I didn't go into this knowing whether I'm going to be playing Max or Anne. I don't have a preference as to either, because I have done two pathways through each one. Isabella's pathway through both of them, Dominic's pathway through Anne, and Rakesh's pathway through Max. And I'm thinking, well, I could always go Sally with Max, and then I'm like, well, I could always go Rakesh and Anne, because that would fulfill all of the pathways for each character minus the other character in the set. So that means I would have all of Anne's besides Anne and Max, or I'd have all of Max's besides Max and Anne. Now, I was also told there's actually two other endings besides these 8, and they're actually achievements for these two. One of them is doing that party a very specific way, from what I heard, and one of them is doing his last show that very specific way. Like, I knew from the beginning that would have had to have been for their endings, I just didn't know how to get it. But apparently that's what it's for. Now, since I don't know who I'm doing, I'm going to be using an interactive spinner that I found on the internet, and I'm just literally going to assign blue for Max, pink for Anne, because why not? And I'm going to spin it a single time. And it landed on blue. Okay, let's do Max. Don't I get... Okay, there it goes. College. A glorious new world filled to the brim with opportunities for education, community service, and networking. Or it would be if I actually believed in any of that crap. The name's Max, known far and wide for two things: causing trouble and rocking out. And I'm not all that well known for rocking out yet. Many have tried to box me up, put me in a body bag, or tie me down. I shoot first, and I keep light on my feet. Yes, I am a lean, mean music machine, and as for college, well, much as it'll break Mom and Pop's heart, I don't have it in me to be yet another white-collar stooge. Nah, I've got my sights set a whole hell of a lot higher. All of the way up to the cheap seats in a sold-out stadium. And that's why I picked Liberty U, a cool 10 minutes away from some of the best rock venues in the country. I've got the band, we've got the venue, all we need is some publicity. But first things first, I've got to check in with my RA, get my key, and move in my stuff. I'm living in a house on campus. It's not cheap, but it's closer to town and I'll have less people whining when I got my amp turned up. You're late. Of course, general whining might still be a problem. Some clean-cut prep school punk stands between me and the doorway to my house, looking me over disapprovingly, sorry. Feelings mutual. Yeah, whatever. You the RA? Yes, I am. I'm Dominic. You? Max, I'm here for my keys. Not so fast. There's a young lady in the common room who's been waiting 10 minutes for me to start orientation. He dangles the key from his hands. You won't be getting these until we're done. Well, I suppose that's fair. After all, you can't expect everyone to... Hey, what's that? I make a grab for the keys. And before I get halfway there, he's pulled the keys away and swats at me with his free hand. Seriously, do I look like an 8-year-old to you? Don't answer that. Idiots always answer the rhetorical questions. So I'll be expecting your answer shortly. And I bite back a remark while sticking my stinging hand into my pocket. He doesn't deserve any satisfaction. Yeah, try the mess on my turf, see how far you get. Just get inside before you waste any more of my time. Whatever. Sure is high and mighty for catching me off guard with a lucky cheap shot. You know what else would catch me off guard? A 3-year-old punching me in the nads. He's nothing I can't handle. And I'm about to step inside when... Wham! I'm knocked to the ground by someone barreling past me. Whoops, sorry. She just keeps running on into the house, which is more than enough time for me to take in that hot-toned body. I just grin. You know, I wasn't sure about this place, but I think I'm gonna like it here. Don't go getting any ideas. I left the fire extinguisher inside. Like Isabella's not a handful enough. Oh, an ideas woman, is she? Even better. Dominic just rolls his eyes. Just get up already. Man, this guy's a douche. I'd sit here all day just to screw with him, but the sooner he tells me his rules, the sooner I'll know what really pisses him off. Finally, I enter the house I'll be calling home for the next year. The first floor is huge. I can immediately see an oversized couch facing a nice big screen TV. There's also some kind of breakfast nook with a big table and an area with several bookshelves surrounding a bunch of comfortable looking chairs. And there's a chick with glasses sitting on the sofa closest to the TV, quietly reading a book. Kinda plain. Sure, but under that grandma uniform, I see a repressed goody-goody schoolgirl that just wants to go wild. I'm digging it. Sup, I'm Max. Anne. She looks at me for all of 2 seconds before dropping her eyes to the floor. Oh, the shy ones. Hey, no need to be shy. Anyone sitting here? Ahem. Why don't you take a seat over here? He points to the opposite end of the couch Anne's on. What, I can't sit next to her? It's better that you both have more space. Bull, you just want to have her to your... Oh. He slams a packet of papers in front of me. Here are the house rules. Then he walks over to Anne and hands her one too. Gently, I may add. Well, if it isn't Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Let's go over them together. Anne, would you like to start? Okay. 1. There shall be no consumption, storage, or sale of alcoholic beverages or illegal drugs in the housing area. Nor shall any underage person be in the housing area while under the influence of the aforementioned substances. Students found in violation of the regulation are subject to dismissal from the housing area and remittance on unused rent under the terms of the contract. No booze? We'll see about that. Dominic shoots me a look and, he's got my card all right, but he's got no idea who he's messing with. 2. There shall be no pets housed in or around the building. Yeah, I don't care. I'll go next. 3. The sidewalks, entries, and stairwells of this building shall not be obstructed or used for any other purposes than for entering and exiting the respected areas of the house. No student shall interfere in any manner with any portion of heating and lighting apparatus or fire protection equipment in or about the house. And there will be no flammable materials or explosives stored in or about the housing area. Dominic shoots me another look. What the hell? I barely own any explosives. Hardly any. Now Max. Now Max what? Read the next 2. Read the next 2 what? Read the next 2 rules, please. Well, since you ask so nice. Students shall not play musical instruments. That's rude. Students shall not play musical equipment or instruments at such hours and at such volume as to disturb other students in the dormitories. Well, crap. I'll keep the noise down as much as I can, but if a few stray chords in the morning screw with my poor baby Dominic's sleep schedule, let's say I'm not going to cry about it. I have to read the last rule twice, and it takes everything in me not to burst into laughter. There will be no firearms or weapons permitted in or about the housing area. It is vital to Dominic that his iron-fisted rule over the populace of this household be lasting and eternal, such that any rebellion could be crushed within a moment's notice. Ha ha. Very funny. Read it properly. Hey man, I'm just reading what's on the paper. Dominic reads the packet in his hand, and that's exactly how it's typed out, and I'm just enjoying the look of realization on his face. I'll be right back. Isabella! Dominic drops everything and tears up the stairs with the speed of an angry bull. Everything includes a couple of room keys with their names on them. Score. I pick them up and toss Anne the appropriate key. Well, I'm going to bring in my gear, then tour the rest of this place. You coming? I think I'd rather explore by myself. I'm not going to push it. Okay. I was just thinking it'd be easier if I introduced you to everyone, because you seem kind of shy. Really? What? I'm a nice guy. My mom raised me to be a gentleman. Or, failing that, to at least pretend my mother did a better job of raising me as a gentleman. Aw, PS5. She lets out a soft laugh. Okay, I'll choose to believe you. Huh? I mean, I'll come with you. I just grin. That's the spirit. Come meet me in my room once you're done unpacking, alright? Alright. I bring my luggage up to my room. Amp, electric guitar, acoustic guitar, a couple of packs of replacement strings, 5 picks, laptop, recording equipment, cell phone power cords, chart of power cords, a few t-shirts, jeans, leather jacket, a sleeping bag, to say nothing of the water bottles full of vodka. Man, field trip day was the best. Sorry. Anne walks tentatively into the room, glancing around at my stuff. My great stuff. All of my guitars. My stuff. I can't tell if she's impressed or just weirded out. I don't know if you brought enough winter clothing. You think you get cold that easy? I'll be wearing a t-shirt while the polar bears are off looking for the heater. If you say so. Just you watch. There's a sweet smell and a soft ambient music coming from the room next to mine. I wonder who lives here. I knock loudly on the door. Hey, anybody home? What are you doing? I told you I was going to introduce you to everyone. Yes, but you don't need to disturb. This beautiful blonde pops her head out. Now, she doesn't have the pure sex appeal of Isabella or the untapped potential of Anne, but she's the closest thing to a 10 I have seen all day. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Was I disturbing you? My grand's music is louder than that. No offense. The name's Max, just moved in today. This here's Anne. Nice to meet you. Oh, you must be my new neighbor. I was wondering if anyone was living in those empty rooms. I'm Sally. I just moved in this past Friday. It's so nice to meet you. Same. So what's with the whale sounds? Oh, this is just for meditation purposes. The energy here is so hectic that I feel that there needs to be something tranquil to balance it all out. Energy? Energy, you know, things like auras, the spiritual forces connecting everything in this world. Why, if there's too much of one kind of energy, then... Rakesh, get in here! Sally instantly winced. Everything ripples outwards from there. I'm going to keep meditating. You're welcome to join me if you like. She's pretty and all, but I'm not into the whole tranquility thing. Nah, I'm going to check out that scene down the hall. Catch you later. Okay, I'll see you at dinner. She waves cheerfully before shutting the door. Anne shrugs as the door closes, and she just looks towards the yelling noises, shakes her head like a mouse, and scurries away. Not really surprised. I suppose I should have expected that. Anyway, I'm up for some more adventure, and it sounds like this will be interesting. I walk further down the hall, following the sound of Isabella's outrage. The door to what I can only assume is her room is half open. I go inside to see what the commotion's about. Oh man, my first day here, and it already looks like there's gonna be a rumble. Looks like Isabella versus whoever this guy is. She certainly looks angry enough to make him sorry for whatever it is he did. Sizing up the contender, he seems like a good-looking dude, but he's certainly no fighter. Well, too bad for him. I hope whatever he did was worth it. I can't believe you painted all over my dance pole. Dance pole? Hot damn. I am sorry. Do you not like the colors? It has nothing to do with the colors. I can't exercise with all of this fresh paint on here. But it looks more vibrant, yes? No. Well, maybe a little, but I'm still mad at you because you should have asked before you went off and used my things in your art project. You wouldn't want me to take all of your paintbrushes and tape them together to make a dance pole, would you? The guy thinks for a moment and then just shakes his head. I would not mind if you did that. And there's the problem. There's such a thing as a private property. What's all this about? And, oh, Rakesh is messing with my exercise pole. So I see. And? You're the RA. Why don't you talk to him about it? Oh, I'd love to, Isabella, but I'm afraid that overregulating things here would make me too much of an iron-fisted dictator. Seriously? I'm always serious. How else would I crush rebellions? Whatever, I'm going to take a shower. Need any help? Isabella stops to give me the once-over. You're cute. Sure, I can always use another back scrubber. Well, guys, it's been fun eavesdropping on you, but I should really get... We never finished orientation, did we? What? Give me a break. Cry me a river. Dominic drags me back to the common room and gives me a lecture on the other 9 house commandments. Moving day, and I'm already getting put down by the man. What a drag. The guy from earlier comes up to me once Douchnik leaves. Seems he's figured out how to dodge the long arm of the law. He can talk a great deal, huh? More like I missed out on a great deal, thanks to him. Sorry, Ganesh? Rakesh. Oof, way off. I'm Max. I hold out my hand, and he looks confused for a moment, then just takes my hand and shakes it. Except when he lets go, he runs a finger down my palm. Oh, you don't have that here. It's just how we shake hands in India. Forget it then. I am working hard on getting more westernized. Right. Anyways, Rakesh, let's get one thing straight. You can paint anything else, but you touch my guitars or my amp, and we're thrown down. Got it? Rakesh holds up his hands. I understand. Crystal clear. Good. But what is it that we will throw? I just slap my palm to my face, unsure if he's messing with me or not. And then something incredibly good hits my nose. And, it is time for dinner. Who's cooking? Usually it is me, but today it is Sally's turn. He doesn't look particularly happy about it. Is she a bad chef? No, very good. It's just, she does not cook with any meat or milk products, not even butter. Vegan? Yes, vegan. No meat? What the hell? If I'd wanted to sit around eating hippie helper, I would have gone to art college. I make my way back downstairs and barge into the kitchen. Sally looks up from her frying pan and gives a cheerful wave. It looks like she's cooking some kind of, patty? Hello again. Dinner will be ready in just a few minutes. Okay. Hey, hold on. I demand to know what you're making me eat. Don't worry. I know that most of the people here are omnivores, so I'm making some good old-fashioned burgers and hot dogs. But burgers and hot dogs? But wouldn't those have... Well, they're veggie burgers and soy dogs. Oh, they look and taste just like the real thing. You won't be able to tell the difference. Oh, God. Oops. I accidentally hit my keyboard thing. I'll have to remember to edit that out, if anything. If there's nothing important on it, you just get to see news. She just smiles. Man, how can I say no to that face? She's practically an angel. All right, I'll bite. This better be as good as you say. Sally just gives me a playful swat on the head with the spatula. It will be. Now shoo. I go over to the common room dining table and just take a seat. Over on the couch, Dominic seems to be giving Rakesh a half-hearted lecture on property rights. And Rakesh just smiles and nods, but I get the feeling it's not gonna stick. Anne hasn't come down yet. Probably too shy. Or rearranging all those knickknacks she brought with her. Oh, jeez. And crash. What was that? Hey, is dinner ready yet? Isabella comes down the stairs, fresh from the shower, and by which I mean she's wearing nothing but a towel. You, get dressed before coming down here. Oh, is little Dominic getting all hot and bothered? At least the girl upstairs appreciated the view. Make that 2 of us. Dominic here just doesn't know a good thing when he sees... wait a second. Girl upstairs? Anne? Wait. Do you mean... Enough. Isabella, put some clothes on. It's a towel. I'm breaking neither rules of the house nor public decency laws. Face it, honey. In a war of escalation, I always win. We'll see about... Dinner served. Sally bustles out, carrying so many platters, it's a wonder she hasn't fallen over. Burgers and hot dogs here, buns here, sweet potato fries, and condiments over here. Enjoy! Anne comes down, giving Isabella a quick glance before blushing and looking away. Damn it, what did I miss? We all dig in. This does not taste like meat. This tastes like a dish sponge. I'm gonna order a pizza. I reluctantly agree. You big babies, you've barely had a bite each. Oh yeah? If you like it so much, how comes your plate is nothing but fries? I'll have some later. I'm just bracing myself. Rakesh pushes his plate aside. Thank you for the meal. I am full. Well, I don't think this is that bad. No, they're right. I must not have gotten a good brand. I'll have to do better next time. She claps her hands. Dominic, make that 3 pizzas. 1 with no cheese. It'll be my treat this time. And so it came to pass that my first meal on campus was delivery. And I've got to admit, Sally owning up like that took a lot of class, and here I thought she was just a pretty airhead. As long as Douchnik doesn't wreck my parade, I think I'm gonna like it here. You might assume that I'm a sleep till noon kind of guy. Wrong. 6 a.m. every morning on the dot. Late to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and not particularly wise, but hey, life's short. I let out a yawn and walk downstairs. It looks like Sally's doing some stretches in the common room. She shoots me a bright smile. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Slept all night. Mattress was kind of hard, though. Oh, that's no good. Do you want me to lend you a mattress pad? Nah, I've slept worse. There was this one time I woke up in a dumpster, and just as I get loaded into a garbage truck. No clue how I got there. Just, I don't know how you could tell this with such a straight face like he told it, because she is terrified. Absolutely terrified. Oh, that's terrible. She looks seriously worried for me. How could they? You're clearly recyclable. Nice. Don't worry, I'm just exaggerating anyways. Oh, thank goodness. She lets out a sigh of relief, and maybe she was a little worried for me. Did I wake up in a dark alley with a... Oh, I did wake up in a dark alley with a massive hangover and no pants once. But I'll keep that for another time. Dominic walks out of the kitchen. I take some personal satisfaction out of seeing him nearly drop his coffee cup at the sight of me. You're up early. Or did you never sleep? Hey, give me some credit. I got a full 3 hours here. 3 hours? What about it? How are you still functioning? Or at least maintaining whatever cruel mockery of functioning you're doing? The blood of 1,000 rock gods pulsing through my veins? Tides me over till I get some caffeine in my system. Where's that coffee pot? Did I say you could use it? You're kidding me. It's my coffee maker. You asked to use the coffee maker. I asked to use your guitar. It's called reciprocacy. I'm not even going to try. My brain can't register that word right now. Like hell, you're touching my baby. Can you even play? And thus yet another point goes safely by. Having been completely missed, the point is, ask me nicely and maybe I'll let you have some coffee. No way. Yes way. I'm not saying pretty please to the likes of you, pal. Well, you are if you're going to want to pay, if you don't want to pay for coffee. Boys, please. Dominic, there's no need to make such a big fuss over this. As an RA, it's your job to be the bigger man. Max, a little bit of courtesy goes a long way. And for the sake of the household harmony, could you please resolve this peacefully? All right. Can I please use your coffee pot, sir? Why, yes, you can. Sally beams at me. See? You get more bees with honey than vinegar. Yeah. I slam my first fix of the day down my gullet without further ado. And I'd rather deal with bees than douchnik, but this honey ain't so bad. Finally, lunchtime. Since I had 2 classes this morning, I got to have 2 times a grading system lecture. At least I learned how much I can skip before I've got to turn on the charm. Well, out of sight, out of mind. I'm not going to sweat the bridge until I come to it. The important thing is, gigs ain't gonna pay for themselves, and I gotta find a way to net some scratch, or I'd be scratching at dirt like a chicken. Hey, I'm a guitarist, not a lyricist. Cut me some slack. I don't think too great on an empty stomach anyways. My bandmates don't call me Black Hole Max for nothing. I decided to grab a bite at the cafe on campus. I didn't pay for a meal plan, so there's no point in going to the cafeteria when the cafe food's probably better. Hey, welcome to Lingua France. Well, if isn't my favorite bad boy housemate. Just the eye candy I was looking for. Right back at you, Isabella. Say, is it the uniform that's hot, or is it just you? Honey, all it takes to make shirts like this sexy is to undo some buttons. Looks like one button does the job just fine from where I'm standing. Oh, yeah? Oh, I wouldn't mind seeing more, but it works as is. This is all I can get away with while I'm on the clock. So, Max, was it? You got it. How would you like a latte? I could top it off with some extra sexual tension, no charge. Oh, definitely. I'll take a large latte. Jesus, I forgot. I was reading ahead. I'll take an extra. Fuck. I'll take a large latte, no whip, extra tension, and a cheesesteak. That'd be $6.45. That much, dude? It's a latte and a cheesesteak. How? That's not much money for a latte and a cheesesteak, by the way. Here, that would probably cost you like $12. It's the best cheesesteak this side of the state, no lie. All right. I fish a 20 out of my wallet. Well, guess I'm gonna be eating in more than I thought. Isabella gets me my change in no time flat. Well, it looks like she's been working here for a while. One hot steaming order coming right out. It better be dripping and melty when it gets here. She just smirks. That's all the innuendos I can get away with while I'm on the clock. Isabella heads back behind the counter and starts putting my stuff together. Guess I'll have to rain check on both the sexy talk and that shower. But hey, if I worked here, we could see our way to all the fun times we wanted. Maybe more if we could get away with it. Here you go. Thanks, babe. You're the best. Oh, yeah. How does a guy like me find work around these parts? Work? Well, there are all kinds of jobs available on campus. Heck, I started at the cafeteria my freshman year. I mean, it's one of the worst jobs on campus. High pressure, fast paced, and the people are crazy. The only good thing about it is even a monkey could do it. Most of the jobs open to freshmen are like that, though. If you want to get in on something worth your while, you'll need to show your skills or they won't even look at you twice. For instance, this job. If you think all you need to do is look good in uniform, but people come in here with crazy orders all the time. You need to be spontaneous enough to adapt to the customer. Like if they wanted marinara sauce on their meatball sub and we don't have it, just fast talk them into settling for ketchup. That kind of thing. I think most of the jobs on campus and in town get posted online, but you could look up the qualifications too. All right. How do I get qualifications? Well, you want it fast and dirty or slow and steady? Oh, every way. Okay. Well, now you're probably spending most of your you're probably spending most of your time during the day at classes learning. And since How to Be a Better Short Order Chef hasn't been a class since the school was a technical college, you're going to have to look for things to do. Just working at a job isn't going to make you... just working a job is going to make you better at working that sort of thing. Like working the bookstore will make you more organized, for example. It's slower, but you'll make money while you do it. That said, if you check the local blog site, you can find all kinds of things to do outside the school. Since you're my roommate, if you ask nicely, I may clue you in on some things to do around town as well. Pretty please? Well, since you ask so nicely. There's a club downtown with a pretty decently low cover charge. A rock climbing facility is great for the active climber if you'd like to try that. It's pretty fun and they're relatively cheap too. Not only can you have some fun, but if you pay attention, you'll pick up some good tips on how to do better at jobs. It's faster, but it also tends to cost money. Once you get skilled enough, you can start applying for some of the advanced jobs. Well, thank you. All right, thanks. Anytime, stud. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end that one here, guys. I'm going to need to get something to drink because my throat isn't doing very good right now. But thank you guys so much for watching the first episode of Max X Sally in Roommates. Oh, I have to remember to close that window again. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, or subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye!